Hi. Now let us see in compiler first phase. So that is lexical analyzer. Okay. So we already seen that broadly what are the different phases in a compiler and what are the inputs and outputs for each phase also. So now here we are going to discuss clearly what is happening in the lexical analyzer. Okay. So in the lexical analyzer, so we already seen that what is input, what is output for the lexical analyzer. So input for the lexical analyzer is what? So whatever source code is there, that means high level language. If you write a program in C language, so that will become the high level language, that means user friendly language. So after pre-processing is also done, so that we are giving as a input to this lexical analyzer. Then this lexical analyzer is giving output as a tokens. Okay. So that will become input to this syntax analyzer. Okay. So that is what we discussed already in the earlier discussion. Now let us see more clearly what is happening in this lexical analyzer and how this lexical analyzer and syntax analyzer is working together, that means they are coordinating each other. So let us see first of all, for example here we written a one program in C language. So this is calling as a source code here. So this will become the high level language. So this is calling as a high level language and this will become the source code also. Okay. So this source code after pre-processing is also done, we are giving as a input to this lexical analyzer. So this lexical analyzer what is doing mainly here is, so in this source code it is reading, it is scanning every string character by character and it is identifying the words with a logical meaning, then that it is giving as a output as a tokens to the syntax analyzer. So that will become the input to the syntax analyzer. So very broadly and main functionality of this lexical analyzer is, whatever source code you given as a input, it is scanning every string character by character and grouping them as a words and identifying as a logical units, which is going to have a logical meaning in that particular programming language, that we are calling as a tokens. So that is input to the syntax analyzer. Okay. So here meaning of a lexeme is what? So actual representation of stream of characters is called as a lexeme here actually. So these stream of characters with logical meaning is called as a token. So here it need not have a logical meaning actually. If it is a stream of characters, that we are calling as a lexeme actually. But when you will say token, it is going to have a definitely a logical meaning in that programming language. So that is why these two definitions definitely different. Okay. Now what is happening broadly in this lexical analyzer? So if you see here, actual activator for the lexical analyzer is syntax analyzer actually, because syntax analyzer is going to request the tokens first of all. At that time it is scanning from the source code, then after scanning it is identifying as a logical units as a tokens, then that token is becoming the input for syntax analyzer. So that means when it is reading the tokens, whenever syntax analyzer is requesting for the tokens. So that is why syntax analyzer is actually the activator for this lexical analyzer, though this is the first phase. So here if you see what are the tokens first of all, so that must be clear. So here we written clearly what are the tokens possible in a programming language. So we know identifiers. So what are the identifier meaning? What is the meaning of identifier? So meaning of identifier is maybe variable names, okay, or function names. So all these things will become the identifiers. Okay. Then punctuators. So punctuators will become the tokens. So in this source code, what are the punctuators? So this is the punctuator, this is the punctuator, this is the punctuator. All these are the punctuators actually. So that means open brace, close brace, so curly braces, colon, all these things will become the punctuators. So those are also calling as a tokens. Next, keywords. These things we know already. Every programming language is going to have a predefined words which user should not use, right? So for example, if, for, while, so all these are the keywords actually. Next, constants. These are, what are the constants actually? So here constant is what? 10 is a constant, 20 is a constant, or string constants. So that is why 10 is one constant, 20 is constant, or for example ABC is a constant. So like that we are going to have a constants. So those are also calling as a tokens. And we are going to have a operators. What are the operators? So here in this code, this equal is the one operator, okay. So whatever arithmetic operators are there, logical operators are there, all are coming under the operators, that is greater than, less than, addition, subtraction, all these things will become the operators. So these are all the building blocks of a programming language, right? So all these things are going to identify as a separate tokens, separate units, and all these things is going to have a one meaning actually. That is why these things we are calling as a logical units. That is what logic, if logical meaning is there for any given word, that will become the token, and these tokens already predefined in that particular programming language in the compiler. So these tokens is identifying by the lexical analyzer. So for example, if you take this program, in this program what are the tokens? So this will become one token, main will become the one token, open brace is one token, and close brace is one token, and here this is one token, okay. So we will come to this part. This comment line is not actually a token, because that don't have any logical meaning, that is only for user friendliness, okay. So comment lines is don't have any meaning for execution, right? So that is why this is not a token. And when you come here, this is one token, this is keyword, right? Okay, and this is what? A is a variable name, that is why it will become identifier. Then comma is what? Comma is a punctuator, separators, okay. Next B is identifier, colon is what? Again punctuator. Then next A, variable name, identifier. Then equal is a operator. Then 10 will become the constant. So like this, any logical unit definitely comes under these things. So that is why all these are calling as a tokens.